Alrighty guys, so today I would like to have a little kōrero, a talk with you about what you can do as far as being a spiritual healer or a massage therapist or anything that I guess you're working with other people's energy or you're working closely, intimately. Now, if we're working with other people's energies, there are a few pointers that I would like to share that a lot of people completely miss. And these are really crucial ethics. And I'm all about my ethics. So here I am sharing with you a few of these pointers. Now, number one is if you're working with energetic, I guess, giving and service of healing, and also with massage therapy, right? You're touching. And when you're touching, you're potentially going to have transfer. So, number one tip, the must know, is to withdraw your energy at the end of a session. Now, why? Why do we want to do that? For me, when I teach, I do try to tell people ethically, it's better not to work on other people energetically if you are not clear and sound of mind. Why? Because you can cut corners, you can cause more healing crisis, and you might accidentally cut corners because you're shadowed with your own crap. So, number one is withdraw your energy. Now, I have seen it multiple times because I can see energy and I can sense very clearly other people's energies. It's sort of this thing that I have from early childhood because I was very adept at learning what was my own energy and somebody else's. And that discernment was very clear. So I have seen it a lot of times where people have gone for an energy healing and the practitioner has had a bad day. Maybe they've got lots of stress in their life. They are emotionally cloudy and confused, and there's all this sort of stuff going on at home. Okay? I would say don't work. But if you are going to work, it is very important that at the end of that session, you withdraw your own energy and bring back any of your transferred energy. Because what can happen through that place of being cloudy in yourself is that part of you is not fully detached from the session. And so your energy can then transfer and it can go into the client. That person goes home, and rather than their energy being purely source, purely from divine, or purely their own, which is how you want your client to go home, is their own energy and energy from divine source. And they can come home with your imprint inside them, and it's infused through their body and through their energy system. So at the end of your sessions, it is a good idea just to add to that ethical practice that you're going to make sure that you withdraw all of your energy in case you've accidentally transferred. Okay? Got that pretty clear? Right, number two. What have we got? We've got a list. Number two is never, ever, ever give your own energy. Now, this is a really common one with people who don't have teachers, and a really common one with people who are self-guiding themselves with energy practices. Now, you never give out of your own cup with your energy. So it's sort of like a on-flow from the last one where we are keeping autonomous in our own energy. Now, when we practice healing in any form, whether that is emotionally holding space for somebody or helping talk through their crap, anything that you're doing where there's an exchange of growth and healing has the potential for the baggage to be moved, to be shuffled, to be transformed. But you never want to do that from your own energy system because that will leave you drained, that will make you sick, you will then get headaches. My mother, I have told her this so many times, it took me years for my mum to finally listen and make sure that we're giving energy from divine, not from ourselves. Okay? Divine source has a power that is beyond us, and if we transfer our own, then we're kind of giving from our own cup and we're going to deplete ourselves. And then that person who is receiving from you, their energy system is almost going to feed off of your energy that you've accidentally or intentionally put in them. So we never give from our own personal energy. It is autonomous to us. That person's energy is autonomous to them too. And if you can understand how that could create sickness in you if you're giving from your own energy, it's pretty clear, right? Okay, so number 3 is making sure that you're recycling what's not yours. Now, I keep saying about sickness, right? I don't know how many people I've met who work in a service of giving, massage especially, who are taking on the energy of the clients and the frequencies of their clients. And this can also happen in the practice of energy healing because we're not keeping up with our hygiene. So recycle what is not yours. So it's the same as bringing back in your own energy at the end of a session. You also then want to ensure that this client's energy is not inside you. And for me, I use my skills of empathy where I can feel that person's body. So while I'm working energetically with a person, I can feel their ailments, but I use it as a guide. Once I sense it, I work the person, I work the energy, and I know to pass that information, which is what it is, it's information, on. Let it go. It's not yours. So ensure that you're recycling and just getting rid of that energy out of you. Number 4. Now, number 4 is one of my favorites. The must-knows for our energy practitioners and facilitators and anybody else out here who's working with the frequencies. Please, never, ever, ever, ever take your negativity and drop it on the floor. Okay? Don't do that. Please, dear goddess, do not do that. And if you're outside and you're at these events where you're shedding and you're releasing, I want you to please be mindful of Mother Earth because her role is not to clean up your crap. Okay, she's already got enough rubbish. She has enough to deal with. And so when we go out into these public spaces or into nature, it's always a good practice and a good ethic to keep in mind that Mother Earth doesn't want all of that negative energy. And part of those energies, maybe she will recycle, but has anybody taken the time to stop, to pray, to give intentions and intentional space into the earth, to give back to her where we're dumping? And to me, it's like my heart just can't handle that one, because if we have a whole heap of people in one space, and they're doing that and they're dumping, how many of those people are giving back to her? Okay, so never take your energy, your negativity, and if you think about that situation, if you're in a room and we're all inside this room and we're all just dumping our crap on the ground, what happens when the next person walks in? Because you're not even outside. Mother Earth isn't cleaning up and recycling some of that energy. So you've just dumped your energy in this room, and I'm sorry, but if you walk through with a spray, there's nothing against sprays. I like them, I use them, but if you just walk in with a spray, or if you just walk in with incense, are you going to clear the crap from 30 people who have just dumped their shit on the floor? Probably not. Okay? So, how do we deal with those things? We recycle energy properly. Okay? So those are my 4 tips. Please work ethically with your energy, not just for yourself, for the environment, so that you can keep that sacred space clear and cleansed and healed. Give back to Mother Earth. Give back what is not yours. Make sure that you're recycling through both above and below asking permission, because, I guess when we work with somebody's energy, we're asking permission. And that's a very sacred space. So when we're also letting go, we want to ask for permission too from Mother Earth and from the divine, and find out which place, which area is going to recycle this stuff. Okay? So those are my 4 tips on a little bit of ethics around making sure that we're energetically, and hygiene is kept really nice and high with this stuff, with energy. And one of the reasons that I really wanted to share that was because I walked into a room the other day, and I know that there's a lot of people that use the room, and there's lots of spiritual practitioners and practices that are getting called on at the moment. But if you're not clearing the space properly, then you're just leaving behind your rubbish for somebody else to sit down in. And that doesn't help anybody. We don't want to do that, okay? Now, what did my ex say? She told me that I was very strong in my convictions. So this is my conviction. Please make sure that you withdraw at the end of your healings. Make sure that your energy is not in that person. Number 2, never, ever, ever give from your personal storage, your personal energy. It is divinely yours. Give from source. That's the most powerful energy that there is, and that you can give from. Number 3, make sure that you're releasing what's not yours, and ensuring that you let go at the end. So for me, I do it at the start and at the end. At the start of a session, whether I'm teaching, doing healing, or taking one-on-one, I cleanse my energy at the beginning and at the end of every single event, every single person, just in case. And of course, number 4, please don't leave your crap on the floor. Okay, bye.